Hey y'all, it is Messy and Zesty. And I said, let me bring something else to you. Let's go through Reddit, because Reddit always got them juicy stories, y'all. Reddit always can deliver. And I found this right here on the screen. My husband's pregnant mistress begged me to leave him and I refused. Where do I go from here? So what it's saying up there, the lady who's bringing this to us is 33-year-old female. Her husband is 34. And the mistress is 28. Okay? So Google sent me here because I need to let it out. Okay, we here for you to let it out. You can get messy and zesty in our kitchen. Can't they? Please put it in the chat. Can she get messy and zesty in this kitchen? It goes on. I don't even know what she qualifies as, if mistress is fitting or not. Oh, we go into the qualifications. Are you qualified? Are you qualified? Show me your credentials. Okay? It was a drunken one-night mistake, my husband's words. Oh, so we blaming the alcohol? Is that what hubby's doing? Blaming the alcohol? Okay. They run in the same work circles and field, but don't work together. See what I be telling y'all? I be telling y'all that work environment is wicked. Don't be making friends at work. They ain't your friends. They are your colleagues. So leave them at work. But no, you got drunk. And it was a mistake. My husband was dropped off at our house 2 months ago, drunk off his badunkas after a company event. He was crying and out of it, blabbering about nonsensical things. It wasn't no nonsensical things. He was blabbering and slabbering about what he slabbered up the night before. But we gonna get into it. I tried sobering him up, but his legs wouldn't even support him. We know what his legs was doing while they was tired. I couldn't drag him to the couch, so he slept it off on the ground, and the next day he confessed to everything. So he couldn't even hold it in for a day? He couldn't hold it in? Dang, he confessed. Wow. That must have been some good bootay that he confessed everything. He was crying, and I've only seen him cry a handful of times in all our years of marriage. And he said that everything was foggy. He doesn't remember much, but that he slept with her. You remember that much, huh? You remember he remember that. He remembered the He remember that. But he don't remember much other than he slept with her. Do we believe him? Put it in the comments. Do we believe him? I won't type in my reaction because I can only describe it as violent. Now, hey, we in the kitchen, we're getting messy and zesty, so we understand exactly what happened. Not physically, but I unloaded on him and sobbed and screamed and then lied to our kids after it woke them up. Don't be lying to the babies. But I know what it is. You can't tell them right away. You got to get yourself together. You got to understand it for yourself before you go telling them kids. We tested him for drugs because he was describing foggy memory, didn't drink that much, etc. Was assault, and as awful as it was, I felt a little bit of relief that it might have been that he hadn't willingly cheated on me, but there was no trace of drugs in his system. Did y'all hear me? So she going along with his excuses. She trying to find a way out of it, but he in deep. Okay? He in deep. But he looking for a way out. He giving him time to think of an excuse. The past 2 months have been brutal on us, but we are slowly working on us in therapy. Was he, did he, okay. I ain't gonna, okay. Some may call it weak that I didn't divorce him. Are we calling it weak? but I just can't bring myself to do it. And believe me, I thought about it a lot. He hadn't had contact with her since that night, up until she got his number and sent him a picture of her blood work a few days ago. So wait a minute, all of a sudden she found his number? All of a sudden? And didn't use it for 2 months? Yeah. So the blood work says she's pregnant and is asking him to meet up. Is it just him? Are you meeting up with the doctor and the wife and everybody else? That sent me into another spiral, but we agreed that I would meet her because there's an innocent life on the line. By innocent life, you better mean mine too, because right now she is innocent because she ain't done nothing. She ain't guilty of doing nothing but keeping him. Keeping him. Okay? Whew. I wish I can say she's awful, and I hate myself for this, but under different circumstances, her and I would have been good friends. Would she have been your friend? Sleeping with your husband? Would she? She seemed ashamed and honestly looked lost. You fell for them puppy eyes, didn't you? Wifey, you fell for it. She's not that much younger than my husband and I. We're 33 and 34. She's 28, but grew up sheltered by her religious parents. Religion usually tell you to keep the gates of heaven closed. Gates of heaven in this case is the legs. So we in the kitchen. Let's bring this back to the kitchen. You don't open your cupboard for just any old chef. Okay? If she following religion. Okay? It's not an excuse, but from what she said, I asked her what she was going to do with the baby, and she got quiet. Why are you quiet now? I'm sure you wasn't quiet when he was bumping and grinding. Unless he lazy. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say in this kitchen. I don't know what I thought she was going to say, but it certainly wasn't her asking me to leave him. Wait a minute now. She came up with a plan. Not for her life and her baby. She came up with a plan for your life and your marriage. Well now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. She got some cojones, okay? She said that once her best friend or boyfriend, I guess, finds out, he'll leave her and her parents will cut her off for having a bastard baby. And that she can't do it on her own, and that I'll get a nice settlement and a fresh start. Wait a minute. Who money we making plans with too? So she making plans for the wife's life and the husband. She got a plan for somebody else's money. Because if there's a settlement, why can't she live a single mother lifestyle? Whoo-wee. I laughed. Girl, you did better than me. I would pick up some utensils in this kitchen. God help me, but I laughed harder than I thought I could while she started crying. These past 2 months have been testing my sanity. Girl, you testing ours too in these few minutes. And I don't have that much left in me. Once I calm down, girl, how long it take you to calm down? Because I'm getting hot. The pressure cooker is getting hot in this kitchen. Once I calmed down, I told her I will not leave him. If she wants to have the baby, we'll figure out support and custody. But that was about it. Okay? Wife putting her... What is the husband saying all this? I don't hear him speaking. Or don't hear her telling us what he's saying. She started crying hard in the middle of the cafe. But hell, we were already getting looks from my unhinged laughter and begging me to leave him. I told her I won't. My husband and I have been together since we were 14 and he was 15. We stuck together through high school, got engaged and married throughout our bachelor's and master's. I have 2 beautiful kids and we are trying for more. I won't throw all that away because she spread her legs and he plucked her once. Okay? It don't say pluck on the screen, y'all. So she's saying, changed my whole life since I was 15 and now 33. I need to divorce him because she came along for one good time. The gall. The unmitigated gall. So he's all I've ever known. I won't remember a life without him. And let's say I agreed to leave him. Then what? He'll marry her? And she'll take over my life and be in my kids' lives, raising them half the time. Hell no, not in this kitchen. You ain't pushing out the master chef in this kitchen. I agree with her. I didn't let her get a word in, and I was crying by the time I was done with my rant. I left her there. She was sobbing too. My husband and I already talked with a lawyer for a paternity test, and we're waiting on that before we do anything else. Girl, I hope the husband suggested this. I wonder who planned this. My husband sent her a text with my contact information and told her all communication ought to be through me before he blocked her number. Now, I need to block and to delete, girl, because the block could be unblocked. But he at least doing something positive. I didn't ask him to do that, but he's trying. Put it in the comments. Is he trying? Was he really trying? I don't know where to go from here if this does turn out to be his. Y'all, that is the end of the Reddit letter. Let me know your thoughts. All I know is she a better woman than me. Ooh, she know how to handle the heat in this kitchen. 'Cause messy and zesty, we would have been, it would have been a different kind of bumping and grinding in that meeting. It would be a bump upside the head and a grind into the floor. I don't know about y'all, but she certainly can have a conversation. Let me know your thoughts below, because this kitchen is hot and we could do more Reddit advice. Girl, keep on doing what you're doing. Figure out, Maury is retired, but figure out that paternity first and then make your move. Tell me what y'all think, and I'll see you the next time we decide to get into the kitchen.